by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Center. You know it's the only place where you can hear about local athletes and coaches every Saturday morning on WILK. Here's John.
Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here on WILK. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Well, we're going to continue the conversation this morning as we're going to talk some Holy Redeemer tennis here on the show. And Joe Sahoski in studio with us, along with a handful of young ladies. And Joe, welcome into the show.
Thank you very much for having us here.
Let's talk about this team this year and the talent you have. And playing some good tennis right now.
Yeah, we have surprised ourselves. We work very hard, I'm sorry, I'm really nervous about being on the radio. I've never been on the radio before.
So you're doing a great job.
Yeah, thank you very much. No, the girls work very hard, and they deserve everything they get.
Let's talk about the coaching style for tennis and what you try to do to make the girls comfortable and not nervous out there on the court as well.
My coaching style is entirely different than most coaches. We do not do a lot of drills. We play matches. And they play against each other every time, because that's what they're going to do when they actually get into a match. What I try to get them to do is pick something that they don't do well during the match and work on that during the match. I don't care if they win or lose while they're playing, just work on something, and I think that's how they get better.
Talk a little bit about each girl. We'll be talking with the young ladies here momentarily, but take us through each young lady and what they bring to the program.
All right, we have our number one player, Cameron Casatori. She's a freshman, and her grandpa is a coach, so she works very hard with her grandpa, and she's doing very well for us. She is undefeated this year so far at number one. We have Charlotte Maria. Charlotte is a senior. She works very hard. Sometimes the number two player is the hardest position to play, and she does a great job at doing that. And we have Alex Kester, who's our number three player. Alex does a lot of different things. She's really improved over the course of this year, and she's also undefeated at number three.
And the competition, taking down some big giants, a team like Wyoming Seminary, always a good program, some real talent there. Take us through some of those matches.
Seminary was a really tough match. They have a very good coach, and they have some very good players. And it was Cam's first set that she lost, and she had to go 3 sets to beat her, and she actually did that. It was tough. There are some other really good teams out there besides Wyoming Seminary. Wyoming area is going to be a very good team. We have to play them next week, and also Hazleton's a very good team. We have to play them also next week.
So busy times and good things going on, that's for sure, for the Holy Redeemer girls tennis team. It's 10-17 here at WILK. Let's talk with some of the young ladies now and get their perspective on what's going on. And Cameron Casatori will join us for us. And Cameron, let's talk about being a freshman and being a big fish in a small pond, but being a freshman, probably your eyes are wide open, I'm sure, here to play some varsity sports.
Yeah, it's a really great experience, and I think it's a lot of fun. I've had a lot of tough competition lately. I mean, everybody that I've played has been really, really good. It's definitely a challenge, but it's a lot of fun, especially with my team. You know, they're all great girls. They're so supportive and nice, and I'm just thankful to be on such a great team.
How do you get yourself prepared to play varsity sports? So talk about your tennis background. When did you start, and kind of trying to keep your game going to now? Here you are playing for Holy Redeemer and have a heck of a year.
I owe a lot of it to my grandfather, actually. He's in the Luzerne County Hall of Fame. His name is Don Casatori. But he got me started when I was young, but I was never really serious about it. I was always into basketball. So I kind of became more serious about tennis about 1.5 years ago, and ever since then, my pop and I have been working really hard, and I owe a lot of it to him and to my family and to my coach, too.
Well, it's a great story, and again, you don't always hear about those stories, a grandfather, an aunt, or somebody like that stepping up and having some fun with you, and I'm sure bringing some youth to him as well. What is it about your game right now that you think you feel pretty strong about? And then, of course, there's always areas for improvement. So give us the strengths and not that you want to talk about your weaknesses, but things you're constantly working on to kind of get a little bit better. I'm sure Grandpa mentioned some of those things too.
Well, for me, I think you always have to work on every aspect of your game. I mean, you never want to consider yourself good. You kind of always want to work to get better. I think everything needs a little work. I mean, I'm so far from perfect, but I mean, I'm doing pretty well so far. You know, my shots they've been pretty good, pretty consistent, but you know, there's always more work to do. I think everything could be improved.
Well, Cameron, thank you so much for coming in today. A pleasure to speak with you, and continued success there at Holy Redeemer for a long time.
Thank you.
All right, just a freshman, Cameron Casatori here on the John Mendola Show. Let's continue on to get Alex Kester here on the show from Holy Redeemer. And Alex, welcome in, and let's talk about your tennis game. How much fun you having right now?
I'm having a lot of fun. You know, the team really helps each other, and it's just fun playing with them. And I don't know, it's just a lot of fun with the team.
How about the coach mentioned, Joe said, listen, I may not do too much of this, but we play a lot of matches. What do you get out of learning some of those things in practice?
I just do what I'm not feeling like what I'm not strong in, and I just try to improve my game every practice and just do the best that I can.
Alex, how about overall some of the competition you played and facing teams? Are there a lot of nerves out there when you do hit the court?
I don't get a lot of nerves before every match. Coach always tells us just go out and have fun, so I don't get a lot of added pressure on me, so I just do that.
And then, Alex, any other activities you're doing at school or any other sports?
I don't play any other sports, but I do. My brothers play basketball, so I always fool around with them.
All right, and always good to play basketball. I think it helps you in a lot of different sports, that's for sure. And as far as your family overall, talk about them getting out there and cheering you on.
I'm really glad that my family gets out there and helps me, and they always, just are there and supporting me throughout every match, and I'm just thankful that they could come and support me.
All right, Alex. Well, we appreciate your time today, and great to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's move along to Charlotte Maria, also a member of the Holy Redeemer girls tennis team here on the John Mendola Show this morning. And Charlotte, welcome in.
Hi.
Well, let's talk about your tennis game. Right now, what's working for you well?
I've been focusing a lot more on trying to move my shots around, because usually I tend to hit right towards the middle, so just focusing on specific aspects like that, like corner shots, stuff like that, is what's going to make me a better player in the long run.
What do you learn from some of your teammates, whether you take some tips from Cameron watching her play, or Alex, or some of the other teammates there at Holy Redeemer? What do you learn when you're maybe doing some of those practice matches?
I mean, the amount of dedication that each of them puts into their games has really rubbed off on me, especially Cameron, doing all these extra hours on top of what we do at practice with your grandpa. It's just really inspiring to see how much she puts into it, and just everyone. It really rubs off on me.
Charlotte Maria here on the John Mendola Show as we talk Holy Redeemer Lady Royals tennis. And let's talk about your coach and the style that he has and what he tries to do to bring out your best.
Coach, unlike a lot of other coaches I've noticed at matches, doesn't put pressure on us. And he'll never say that he's disappointed in us. He's always proud no matter how we play. And I think that's staying positive like that has really contributed to our success, because coaches who yell at their players or put them down just contribute to more negative attitude, and that's one thing I'm grateful that our coach has never done to us.
Well, Charlotte, great to hear, and of course continued success for you. Anything else you're involved in there at Holy Redeemer?
I focus very strongly on my academics as well as tennis, so that takes up most of my time.
All right. Well, we wish you best in your future endeavors, okay?
Thank you.
All right. The Holy Redeemer tennis team. And, Coach, I don't think you could beat what you have here. You got 3 quality young ladies, and I'm sure you got a whole bunch more on the team as well that are contributing and doing some great things. And who wouldn't want to be around them?
Yes, I just want to mention also my doubles teams. My doubles teams are fantastic. We have lost 1 match out of 40 matches in doubles all season, and they play fantastic tennis.
And how many young ladies are on the team right now, Coach?
We have 15.
All right. Well, that's a nice number, and we appreciate the 3 coming in to represent the Holy Redeemer tennis team, but all the young ladies working hard for you. And, Coach, continued success. And as your players are saying, keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Sure. All right. That is the Holy Redeemer girls tennis team here on the John Mendola Show. We appreciate you joining us each and every Saturday. Join us